This weekend is officially Bay to Breakers weekend in San Francisco. City officials presented race organizers with the proclamation outside City Hall this morning. Mayor Ed Lee was then given a race bib with the number 100 on it in honor of the centennial celebration of this event in San Francisco. And there is one man who has run the Bay to Breakers 43 times and never seen the finish line. Even so, the man you are about to meet credits the Bay to Breakers with turning his life around. Early morning at the Stonestown YMCA. Harry Cordellos is getting ready for the Bay to Breakers, just as he has every spring since Lyndon Johnson was in the White House.
I'm just considered one of the permanent fixtures of the race, I guess.
Harry holds the record, 44 consecutive years. But that is not all that makes him unique.
I'm blind, and that's all there is to it.
Blind, but hardly disabled. Not too many years ago, he was among the fastest 500 to finish the Bay to Breakers. He remembers the reaction.
If 460 people finished ahead of you, yeah, but there were 30,000 behind me.
Harry Cordellos was not always that confident. As a teenager, he wasn't even allowed to take PE. He credits a counselor at a camp for the blind for taking him to Don Pedro Lake and putting a rope in his hand.
And to make a long story short, in the amount of time it takes to yell hit it and step on the gas, I became a water skier. And I figured if I can water ski, I can do anything.
That was in 1958. 10 years later, Harry entered the Bay to Breakers and took home a trophy for his courage. And while he might not be as old as the hills, he's been running ever since the course acquired its most feared obstacle.
The Hayes Street Hill.
The 200-foot climb to Alamo Square was added in 1968 as part of a detour around some BART construction.
Harry wears a sign on the back of his T-shirt saying, "I get my thrill at Hayes Street Hill."
Mike Kumas has been Harry's racing partner for more than a decade.
Yeah, I'm the one that gets the credit. I'm in the spotlight. But if I didn't have partners to help me accomplish these goals, I couldn't do any of it.
Besides guiding his steps, Kumas provides a literal running commentary.
Constantly asking me what's going on and who's near me, and if I see a pretty naked girl run by, I always tell him.
Even though he can't see his fellow runners at the starting line, Harry says he has no trouble sensing the excitement.
It's being a part of almost a carnival atmosphere. Imagine what it's like when you're strapped into a roller coaster in the anticipation of wondering what is it going to be like when that thing starts moving.
That moving mass has grown a lot in the past 44 years.
I think it was 900 the first year I ran it. And when it got to 1,000 or 2,000, we thought this thing is getting out of control altogether.
He has taken part in competitions ranging from marathons to Ironman triathlons. But Harry says the Bay to Breakers will always be special.
It was the first foot race I ever ran. And it's just a matter of celebrating our health and fitness. Just being a part of a great San Francisco tradition is what I like about it.
At an age when many people are looking back on their lives, Harry Cordellos is looking forward to a new milestone.
I'm already working on it that I want number 50 when I run my 50th Bay to Breakers.
Crown 4 has exclusive coverage of the Zazzle Bay to Breakers. We'll have cameras all along the course. I'll be there with Crown 4's sports director Gary Radnich, Jacqueline, Vicky, Kimmy. All of us will be bringing you complete coverage of the race. Don't miss it. Sunday morning, May 15th at 8 a.m. here on Crown 4. And we'll show an hour-long replay of the race at 7 p.m. that same night.